Hi, welcome to Mishap Mama. I am the mothership and I have a lot to say. That's why I'm doing this. For a long time, I felt like I had nothing worthwhile to talk about, or like I didn't know enough about anything, or like no one wanted to hear my thoughts. So I didn't say anything. I kept everything bottled up. I have a habit of still keeping things bottled up that I probably shouldn't. But then I thought, so what? So what if nobody wants to hear what I have to say? I've got to say it, otherwise it's just going to fester inside of me. So again, that's why I'm doing this. I need to get thoughts and feelings and all of that fun stuff just out. There's this thing that I saw, and I don't even know how long ago I saw it, but it like planted a seed in my head, and it's come back within the past few days. Anything worth doing is worth doing poorly. For so long in my life, it always felt like if I wasn't immediately good at something, it wasn't worth it. Just drop it if I'm not immediately good at it. But that can't be how I live my life. It can't be, because I'm not immediately good at anything. I know people who, whatever they touch, whatever they do, it turns to gold. They literally have the Midas touch. They can take the barest scrape of talent and turn it into this amazing masterpiece. I'm not one of those people. I can't do that. So it's really disheartening to watch. It really is. Like, you're sitting here going, oh my goodness, and you're cheering for these people. But there's also that sickening feeling of jealousy. Like, oh, if it comes so easy to you, but it's not that easy for me, I shouldn't even bother. That sucks, y'all. That sucks so much. It's, if you are familiar with depression, or you have a house full of people and there's a sink full of dishes, I'm pretty sure everybody on the planet has faced that sink full of dishes. It is better to wash one or two dishes, to wash a plate, to wash a coffee mug, to wash a couple spoons, than to wash nothing at all. So anything worth doing is worth doing poorly. It is better to write one sentence than to write no words. I have no idea what I'm doing. I am so technologically inept. It is ridiculous. I don't, like, I can record a video. There's a little app on my tablet that lets me, like, string it together, and, like, I can add pictures and stuff. I have no idea how to do that. I have no idea how to do sounds and all this other stuff. I don't know any of that. I'm going to try to figure it out. We're going to try to get this done. And, sometimes it takes a few steps. Sometimes it even takes a mile to really get into the flow of things. But it's okay, because it's not a race. I am not racing anybody. I'm not. And that's something I tell myself all the time. Basically daily, I have to remind myself it's not a race. I don't have to rush through anything. I can take my time washing the laundry. When I pull laundry out of the washer, I can shake it out before I put it in the dryer. I mean, it helps it dry. It really does. Instead of having a clump of wet clothes go into the dryer, if you shake it out, it does help it dry. It's a lot quicker. Ugh. That's gross. I'm gonna edit that out. Ugh. It's a lot quicker, to just grab a handful of laundry and toss it in the dryer. But if you shake it out, if you take that minute extra to shake out the laundry and, work out some of those wrinkles, it's better. I don't have to rush, washing the dishes. I don't have to rush vacuuming. Rushing vacuuming hurts my back. But there's something cathartic in taking your time and slowing down. And I have to remind myself that every damn day. Slow down. It's not a race. I am not in competition with anybody else. I'm me. The only thing I can do is try to be better than I was yesterday or 5 minutes ago. And like, there are some times that I don't want to go and cook dinner because I don't want to wash a dozen eggs before cracking them. And then I have to think, like, executive dysfunction is a serious thing and it hinders me a lot. I would rather sit and hand sew something than pull out the sewing machine and get the right tension and all this. Would it be faster to use a sewing machine? It absolutely would. Is it easier in my head to pick up a needle, thread it, and start sewing? Yeah. I thought I turned that off. So is doing something quickly worth the anxiety it's going to cause me because I'm rushing, is something that I have to ask myself a lot. Usually the answer is no. Usually it's not worth the anxiety. So I have to remind myself to take a deep breath and just go slow. Pick your battles, you know? Sometimes you have to rush. Sometimes you have to rush because you thought half an hour would be enough time to get all of the kids dressed and all the diapers changed and everybody in the car with enough time to get to wherever you gotta go, which these days, where are we going anyway? I'm sitting in my car right now in front of the library on Main Street. I'm not getting out of my car, but sometimes you have to rush and you have to pick those battles. And other times, don't rush. Just say, so what? So what if I go slow and I don't get all of this done? So what? So what is actually, it's a question I asked myself a few months ago. I was driving for a transcranial magnetic, what is TMS, transcranial magnetic stimulation treatment, back in September, I think. And I was driving and I felt my anxiety go up, which is really common when I drive. And I thought to myself, so what? So what if my anxiety is spiking right now? Literally, what's going to happen? What is going to happen? I am going to start to hyperventilate and I'm going to have to pull over. If I pass out, it is literally my brain saying, reset. It is the equivalent of, have you tried turning it off and turning it on again? So what? So what? What is the worst? And I know, like, that's a huge jinxy sort of, don't put that out there into the universe thing. But literally, if you think, what happens? What happens if my anxiety spikes? What happens if I don't get these dishes done? You can answer, okay, I don't get the dishes done. I have to do them later. I don't get the dishes done. Okay, I have to wash this pan before I can cook breakfast or lunch or dinner. Okay, I don't get this laundry done today, so I have to wear dirty pants tomorrow. Weigh your options. Is it worth freaking out about? Or is it okay to take a breath and go, you know what? I'm going to wear dirty pants tomorrow. I'm going to pull over on the side of the road and go ahead and hyperventilate and have my panic attack. What is going to happen? When I'm driving and I panic that I might pass out and crash my car, that's when you pull over. That's when you say, okay, you know what? This is happening. This is happening. I cannot control that this is happening, but I can control my reaction to it. So what has become so important to me, and it has helped me a lot. Like, it's not a cure-all, it isn't, but it helps keep things in perspective for me, which is really, really difficult as these go on. Like I said, I have so much to say. There's so much in my head, and I'm often stuck in my head, and a lot's gonna come out. But one of the things that's been holding me back from doing this and like really, really getting into it is the imposter syndrome. And I know so many people who go through it, and I've actually hired a business and life coach, which I really can't afford to do, but I really need it. This is somebody that I respect so much. They have been through so much, and I've watched their journey. And I love them. I remember they were going through some rough times a few years ago, and they were going through some rough times a few years ago, and I was like, do I need to drive up there? I don't know if they remember this or not, but I very distinctly going, do I need to drive up there? I've got a couch, I've got an extra room. We can pack your shit in my car, and you can come crash with me. I know I'm like states away. I love them. They're incredible, and they'll be helping me with the whole imposter syndrome thing, and I know they'll be cheering for me this entire time, it's so wonderful to have that in your corner. So even when you do feel like an imposter, even when you do feel like this is just, you have that person cheering for you, and it's incredible. And everybody needs that. Absolutely everybody needs that. And one of the things when I'm talking to them is like, and one of the things I love is that they'll sit there and they'll let me talk. They'll just let me talk, and they'll be, nodding their head and going, and they'll let me come full circle, and I will reach whatever conclusion they were about to give me anyway, because I'll be like, okay, so I'm saying all of this. What if somebody was saying it to me? What would I say to them? And I have to remember that. What would my response be if somebody was saying all of this BS to me? Because most of what I spout is BS. That's probably not true. What would I say if somebody, bitch, no. But if I'm thinking it, if I'm feeling it, somebody out there is too. Somebody is going to be able to relate to this. And even if that somebody never sees this, I've gotten it off my chest. I cannot fake what I am feeling. Most of the time, I can't even hide what I'm feeling. Like, some people can go out there and put a mask on, and I have been masking my entire life just to fit in. I cannot mask my emotions. If I'm pissed about something, you're gonna know. Mostly because I hunger strike when I'm pissed. You need me to hunger strike about something, just get me mad. And it's a problem. It is a serious problem, and I don't do it on purpose. I just there was a time I was making dinner, and I was like poached eggs or something. I had to do it one at a time for everybody. And I made mine last, and everybody's came out perfect or near perfect, and my food burnt. How do you burn a poached egg? I don't know, but it wasn't right, and I got so mad. I got irrationally angry about it, and I just skipped dinner. And my spouse is just looking at me like, you need to eat. I'm like, nope, not gonna do it. Not happening. Not gonna do it. But anyway, I'm going in circles again. It's okay though. It is okay. I'm going in circles. It's fine. I'm gonna keep doing this. I'm gonna keep making these videos, even if nobody watches, even if nobody connects, even if y'all hate me. I don't care. I do care. That's a complete falsehood. but I'm going to keep doing it because I need to get this stuff out of my head. So there it is. This is Mishap Mama. My life and thoughts, not just as a mother, but as somebody who was assigned female at birth. We'll get into that later. Whole mess of things. All of the bullshit that's going on and all the thoughts in my head, good or bad, they're going to come out. They're going to come at you. So is there anything that has stuck out to you, that has entered your head and stuck out to you that has helped you so much? Like my so what? What is it? Because I could pack more into my arsenal for the demons in my head. So drop me a link, drop me a line, like, follow. I don't know what any of this is, but I will be back to talk to you wonderful people all over again. So in the meantime, I hope everything goes wonderful for you guys. And remember, always be excellent to each other.